Today is the semi-finals. We've got 4 hours to produce a main and a dessert for 20 diners plus the judges. The pressure is on.
Push! Push!
I've got my dessert started. Now I need to get cracking on the main, which is a confit duck leg with harissa pumpkin, some roasted baby beets, dukkha and a date reduction. I want to prepare 14 of these ducks. The first thing I need to do is release both of the legs and then remove the lower half, and then individually take off both of the Marylands. You know, I've had my fair share of cooking duck throughout the competition, and I really want to produce a dish now that it shows a lot of technique and skill and everything that I've learnt, and that's why I've chosen to do confit today. It's a 3-stage process. I need to cook the duck legs slowly in the duck fat, cool it down, and then fry them off to finish them. It's going to take a long time, but it'll be worth it. But before I do any of that, I need to get them all broken down.
I'm an hour and 15 down. I finally finished cutting all of my tuna, but I'm half an hour behind. I'm gonna have to really push to try and make up this time. I grab some cherry tomatoes and start preparing the sauce for my main. I sprinkle some ground bush tomato powder on, some olive oil, and get them into the oven.
Oh, nice one. Alina, beautiful.
I've had the base of my lobster sauce going for a while now, and it's really, really, really nice. But I want to let it reduce for a little bit longer to really intensify those lobster flavours.
Next, I have to get on to making the filling for this cannelloni.
The main ingredient in the filling for the lobster cannelloni is going to be kingfish.
Sweat off some shallots, finely dice up the lobster, and fold those two together.
I've used kingfish quite a few times throughout the competition in some Asian dishes, and I think it's going to work perfectly in the cannelloni.
Why did you choose kingfish, Harry, for your mousse?
Because of the flesh. It's a nice white meat.
It's just quite fatty, that's all. It's quite a fatty fish. From a mousse point of view, you've got that fattiness through it that can upset your setting agents and the cream. Because don't forget you're adding cream, which is a fat as well, to the mousse.
Yeah. It's a little bit worrying when one of the best chefs in Australia starts questioning what you're doing. But I've chosen kingfish, and I'm confident with the idea of my dish, and I'm just going to stick to that. Just to ease Shannon's mind, I'm going to bump up the lobster to kingfish ratio, and with that beautiful lobster sauce, I think the dish is going to be perfectly balanced.
Come on, Harry! Elena, Harry, Matt, there is 2.5 hours to go. Push.
Push!
Matt, focus. Come on, Elena. Harry, your pasta, has it been made?
Yeah, it's here.
Good. Get it resting.
Oh my God, how many more has he got to do?
Oh my gosh.
I'm way behind my target of 15 minutes per element, and I'm just trying to catch up. I can quickly finish my bush tomato sauce. I grab the tomatoes out of the oven. Extract as much juice as possible. Blitz it. Now I'm just putting some oil through there and seasoning it. And leave it to reduce on the stove. Done.
Good work, Alina.
This is the tapenade. The tapenade, it's a classic combination with tuna.
Good job, Alina.
We'll add another textural element to this dish.
Every element that I get done and out of the way is a little bit more comfort, so I'm just going to try and keep on powering to get some of the smaller ones out of the way.
Good work, Matt.
We've got all of the legs lined up in 2 gastro trays. Duck fat straight over the top, into the ovens at 160.
Let's go, Maddie.
But I'm still not finished with this duck yet. I'm just taking the wings and the necks off the ducks, and that'll build the base of my sauce. I've got a load more of this duck to break down, and this is going to take a lot of time.
Lena, Matt, Harry, 2 hours down, 2 hours to go. Now it's really time to motor. Time to get serious.
My pasta dough has been resting, and it's really, really nice and soft. It's the perfect texture, so all I have to do now is roll it out.
2 hours to go.
Yeah.
And there's a few little concerns creeping in for me.
All right, go on, hit him with it. So how's Harry?
There's a thing here that I just don't quite get. He's using kingfish as a mousse, which I love kingfish as a fish.
Very oily.
Very oily, very fatty.
Normally prawn, you know, because it's got a really high protein content, or even something like scallop or a clean whitefish would be a good idea.
Yeah, but he could serve you a beautiful crayfish sauce because that's made.
So you're spending a long time on the sauce, and that's, you know, for Harry, central to the dish. It's really got to mean something.
Come on, Harry.
Come on, guys, pump it!
I'm on to peeling my potatoes, but I should have finished 8 elements by now, and this is my 5th. I'm still playing catch up, big time.
You okay? Yeah.
It's just timing of everything, I think.
Okay.
And I want to push myself, but it is a lot.
Doing yourself no favours there with unwashed potatoes, aren't you? God, you think
I know.
Yeah.
Far out.
Peeling and slicing this many potatoes in 15 minutes is impossible. I can't see myself getting out of this hole, and I'm just falling further and further behind.
Good stuff, Matty. Keep pushing, mate.
Finally finished breaking down the ducks, and that will be used to make the base of my sauce later on. I'm looking at my prep list up on the fridge. I realise I've really put myself under it here. This duck has taken me so much time, and there's still so much left to do.
Just got this constant running dialogue in my head of things that I've got to do and where I've got to be.
All I can see is heaps of ingredients and so much to do. It just seems like it's never ending.
Jesus.
This is going to decide who goes through to the grand finale for MasterChef 2016.
Right?
Where's timings?
I need to move fast, so I need to start multitasking.
Come on, Matty.
For the dessert, still need to get this coffee crumb at least combined.
So I just want to get this coffee crumb sorted.
Oh, what's that?
Metal, Matty.
Metal, was that metal?
Matt, metal bowl in the microwave.
Matt, where are you? Tell me, talk to me.
I'm letting the pressure get to me, and I'm making stupid mistakes. If I don't get my act together, I won't be in that grand finale.